Swansea took on a red-hot Norwich, who were second. For the Canaries, their challenge was to win 6 of the last 7 to guarantee promotion. Could they get the first against the Swans, who themselves had to win to keep alive their hopes of a top 2 finish? Well, Swansea made 2 changes to the team that were beaten at Preston. Angel Rangel was back in at right-back in place of Alan Tate, while Stephen Dobbie returned from injury, with Darren Prattley dropping to the bench. Norwich, meanwhile, were without the talismanic Wes Hoolahan. In comes Henry Lansbury, who's on loan, of course, from Arsenal. Your commentator is Jonathan Ledgard.
Neat ball there to Tierney on the edge of the area. Comes now to Pacheco. Good run by Pacheco. Great save by De Vries, but to Holt now. And again, didn't quite get hold of it. Swansea under pressure. Norwich starting well. Pacheco, done with his man. Good save by De Vries. Then it comes to Holt. Didn't really get hold of it. Another, just a one-handed save. But this is Allen. Young, youthful promise. And down goes Borini. That was a late challenge, surely. Missed time by Whitbread. Borini, fleet-footed. And the first sign that Swansea have some attacking purpose. Borini, right-footed. Oh, what a goal! Wonderful start. 2 goals on his debut. He's back at the Liberty Stadium, and he's given his new side renewed belief. For all their pressure, Norwich are behind. This is Crofts to Russell Martin. Pacheco busy. Look at Martin, got away from his marker. Far post, good jump by Holt. Holt dropped off to the back post, just couldn't quite get the direction. Brendan Rodgers just needing to calm. Better from Swansea. Sinclair's getting no joy down this Norwich right. If it's not Crofts, it's Martin or Elliott Ward. Here's Borini, swerves away from his marker. That was well played. And Rangel in space. Tries a low shot, well blocked, just away from Dyer. Could have been 2 then. Comes out of Gower. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! He can't believe it! Rangel had the initial shot. Norwich thought they cleared it, but what a finish there. Ruddy, no chance. Did so well with the first effort. But Gower was unstoppable. Game opening up a bit now. Rangel to Dyer, to Borini. Still Borini. Good save by Ruddy. He's been the far busier goalkeeper, has John Ruddy. Not just collecting the ball out of his net, but Swansea beginning to step up. Lovely move. Rangel to Dyer. Look at the way Norwich just backed off, and Borini seemed to get through right between the defenders. But Ruddy alert. Good save. It's a long journey back to East Anglia from South Wales. Pointless after such a good run. Free kick. Danny Pacheco. Young Spaniard on loan from Liverpool, aiming for the same goal where Fabio Borini, also 20, for Swansea, gave them the lead. Curl free kick, just wide from Holt. And that should surely have been in. Best chance of the game for Norwich. Norwich looking for this goal early in the second half to give them a foothold back in the match. Got a bit of space here, 3 against 3. Looking for the right moment, doesn't really fall correctly. Good shot there, just wide! Andrew Crofts, how close was that? Swansea just backing, waiting. Well, De Vries would have had it covered, but nonetheless, it was a powerful volley. Swansea can afford to take nothing for granted here. Ward finding his man. This is Fox. Martin overlapping. Holt. Good finish. Well saved. And again, great save by De Vries. He hadn't had too much to do. Well-measured build-up. Corey Smith just shaped to shoot. Did so, and following up another good save. But again, De Vries has held firm. Whitbread loses out to Priskin. Could be danger here. Taking an ace to shoot, but he's done well, and Ruddy had to move quickly. Suffered when playing for Ipswich against Norwich in that 4-1 defeat. And he was almost on target then, and making Ruddy suffer. Here comes Priskin, it could be worse. Priskin still going, it is going to be worse. The final nail in the Norwich coffin. And what's worse, he's on loan from Ipswich. Norwich City are shattered. Priskin read this so well, kept on running. Whitbread looked exhausted. How crucial will that be in this championship promotion run-in?
It would be magnificent at home, and it was just of late, really. The last 3 games away from home, we haven't been at our best, but we know that we can go to anywhere in this league and win games, and I think we've shown that. So, and today was a massive test for us because Norwich are a fantastic side, terrific manager who's done great for the football club. So for us to win like we've done and play how we played in a game of this tension for us was absolutely massive for the players.
It's always difficult, I think, coming here, but I can't fault the lads for effort. We might have been a goal up before Swansea scored, but the free kick is a terrific free kick, and the second goal is a good strike. But we should have done better in the second goal. But the good thing is we never wilted, and we kept on going, and we had 1 or 2 chances to bring it back.
Well, they played their part in what was a terrific game. There was a lot riding on it as far as Swansea were concerned. It was win or bust for second place, wasn't it? And considering that was at stake, they played as if there was no pressure on their shoulders.
Well, they seem to do that at the Liberty Stadium. They seem to be really happy playing there. The supporters certainly are. It's a fantastic stadium, but they've settled in brilliantly. And you know, they go and play. They play an open attacking game. Norwich
so
played their
easy
part.
On the eye. Yeah,
definitely, and Norwich played their part. You know, it wasn't. I think the 3-0 sort of flattered Swansea, but the goals were absolutely world class.
Well, let's take another look at those goals. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers' Chelsea connection helped him to Fabio Borini. The technique behind this is something from the Chelsea training ground, isn't it?
Well, it's Drogba-like. You can see he's been practicing with Didier Drogba. He's the only other player I know who hits it with a side foot with that amount of power, and that's terrific technique. I mean, we're talking about it. You know, Ronaldo hits it with his instep and can get that sort of movement. And this goal from Mark Gower. I mean, I know Mark Gower from when he was at Southend. He's a free transfer from Southend about 2 or 3 years ago, and you know, he used to score goals like this all the time when he was at Southend. I was surprised this was his first goal of the season because he has got this in his lock. He's got good technique. He's a good footballer. This is a lovely
John
strike.
Ruddy didn't have a chance with any of those two.
No chance at all. And Norwich found themselves 2-0 down, and they hadn't done a lot wrong. And you know, and that's Swansea. You know, when they're on the top of their game, they add goals to it. But whereas away from home, they can't quite seem to do that.
So Swansea looking good up front and also at the back, and Doris De Vries. You know, he played his part, didn't he, in keeping Swansea, keeping a clean sheet as far as Swansea were concerned.
Well, absolutely, and you know, the 9 goals. That's all they've conceded at home this year. And De Vries and the 2 centre-halves, Monk and Ashley Williams, have been instrumental in that. But he's so agile. I mean, he's 6'1", so he has to move. But he's, as I've said before, he's an ex-centre-half, so he's got good feet. But he used his feet well to move around and make those saves. Well,
as a result, the race for second place is very much wide open. Now, you remember Norwich's last match was that 6-0 demolition of bottom club Scunthorpe. You'd think the last thing the Iron needed was the visit of runaway leaders QPR, who were just 3 wins away from reclaiming a place at football's top table for the first time in 15 years.